like your swing is off some days? Has your back ever bothered you after playing around the golf? Have you ever lost your swing? Does it feel like that you're terrible under pressure? This episode's for you. Welcome to Lab and Links, episode 2, powered by WB Golf Academy. I'm Wynn, the owner of Wynn Golf Lab. This is my right-hand man, John. He's always with me all the time. John, how have you been?
I've been all right.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, it's been 2 months.
I know, it's awful. We've been busy. Here at Wynn Golf Lab, we've been amazingly busy. Now, luckily, here in Nolensville, Tennessee, we have 2 experts in the golf and fitness world. This episode's all about your body. So first we have Abby here, physical therapist out of Knoxville. We have Jake here, great, amazing trainer out of Knoxville, both experts in the golf and fitness world. Me, however, I am a swing guru. I do a little bit of fitness. As you can see, my body doesn't always pertain to that, but that's one of the things that's super important to me. People need to understand that swinging the golf club is not just swinging the golf club, it's all about your body. John, I know, knows that. Abby realizes that. Jake knows that. What I would love to do, Abby, is let's start with you and say, hey, just tell us about where you're from, where you grew up, how you're passionate about golf, etc. Just roll with that.
Absolutely. So I grew up around Dayton, Ohio, and then got into physical therapy because I was very passionate about people prioritizing their fitness and how much that could change their health overall and improve their lifestyle and longevity in activities that they like to do. So that's kind of another reason why golf is very important, is because the longevity in the sport.
Yeah.
It's for everybody, it can be for everybody, and it's something that you can do kind of like as a community or solo for however long you want. So it's really important to me for people to just stay active and stay healthy in life for as long as they can. And I think that golf pairs with that kind of mindset very well. So I really want to get golfers moving better, stay on the course, and stay moving well.
Totally agree. Jake?
I grew up playing football, and then once I got to college, it was all my roommates decided to be like, hey, we're going to go play golf. And I wasn't going to be the only one hanging back, probably playing video games, so I went with them. And started getting the exercise science field, and you get down the rabbit hole of golf performance, and there's probably way more information than you know what to deal with, but it's always fun to see the research side of it and see how you can apply that to help people in the long run. Especially, I work predominantly with older guys, so older guys who don't move well and still want to play golf after they retire, and like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? I can't even do what I want to do now. So it's been great.
For sure. John, you have any questions for them?
No, we're good.
Nothing.
No.
Any things that y'all see during, like, what I would love for this first segment would be is, like, why does golf fitness matter? Like, why do people go play golf and then they forget about their body? You have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, do you want to start, or?
Sure.
Okay.
So for me, it's kind of building the baseline, building the foundation for any activity is with fitness. So as long as you have the correct mobility, strength, power, speed, and efficiency to all support you in that, then your game is going to be solid right off the bat, and you're also going to have much less of a chance of getting injured. So golf fitness matters not only in injury prevention with like the PT side of things, but it's a performance enhancer as well. So I think that understanding the different aspects of what golf fitness entails and the different aspects in the performance pyramid and things like that are really important as a foundation and also in injury prevention.
I totally agree with that. And the thing is not, sometimes people go and take a lesson, and then sometimes it's like, it's not if you get injured, it's when you're going to get injured, and how should you basically take care of that.
Yeah, your body definitely supports you through all of that, and it's the baseline.
Totally agree. John, what's golf fitness to you?
Everything. It's life. Literally, it's a functionality of just being able to walk, because a lot of people don't understand with golf fitness and just fitness in general is that, like, I may not be the most physically fit person in the world, but I know my body, I know my strengths and weaknesses, that my internal rotators are weaker, on the weaker end. I'm always, no matter what, no matter how old I get, going to be working on that. That's where a lot of people don't know, like, there's a DNA of everyone's body. We have DNA in ourselves. There's a golf swing as DNA into what you do and just how your body functions. Everyone's different. Everyone's arms are different lengths, and then when it comes to just how you move in general with fitness, they don't understand that taking the precautions of learning how to lift, learning how to train, learning how to recover, learning how to take care of your body, which is what they do so well, and teaching people and taking care of them. That's where I think that even for the average person, like the guys that are like you're saying, you work with your older clients that are in their early mid 40s. Like I'm getting close to 30 and I'm seeing my body change, and now I'm really like, okay, recovery is more important than it was when I was 22, 23. I could just get up and go lift 7 days a week, not care. It doesn't matter. But like there's a lot of things that people overlook when it comes to like golf instruction. They get a golf lesson, they get told they need to work on this, but their body can't do that because they just have the physical inabilities of being able to move in that sense.
Totally agree. Jake,
Yeah.
add anything to that?
Yeah, extending, I know Abby mentioned the performance pyramid. A lot of guys don't even understand what that is and where they need to spend most of their time at. Like you said, as you get older, it's way more into the recovery side and then being proactive about your body to get it moving well and get it stronger, or you're gonna break down. And then that's where, like, for someone like you who sees so many swings, you're like, man, this guy needs more internal rotation or external rotation in your shoulders. Like, if you had that, you'd probably be able to make a ton of these moves we're trying to work around.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So it's going to be, like you said, I know we talked earlier about like having a team. It's like once you have a team around somebody, it makes it so much easier for them to actually get successful in what they're trying to do, whether they're just trying to play with their guys out there or whether they're actually trying to win tournaments, right?
Right. The thing is I believe that like less is more.
Mhm.
But then also when you go and you play, I don't care if you can't break 100 or you're a tour professional, you still need somebody. Most people don't realize that. If
Yeah.
I shoot 125, I still need body work. Regardless if I suck or if I think I suck or if I need to suck less, is what I tell people. Like
Right.
everybody's bad at golf.
Probably more than a lot of people think. To be honest, you're shooting 125. I'm just being realistic. Like,
It's true, but
the
I
people,
mean,
the people you see that are shooting 125 on the golf course. I'm not shaming anyone. Like if you're just getting into it, whatever it is, and that's the best you can do. Congrats. Like keep working on it. I guarantee you'll get better. But come meet with people like this. They will help you out. You'll be able to make changes, make everything work faster rather than go getting instruction. And with that instruction does not matter. The instructor has to band-aid it because your body is not physically able to move in that sense, because you're stuck in certain positions and your back gets tight and you feel like your back catches and you have to do something completely out of the ordinary, and that's actually causing your knee pain, which is then they're all of a sudden my ACL is acting up again. That's been acting up since I heard it when I was a sophomore in high school playing football. That all of a sudden now you're like, oh, so that's because I play golf now? No, and if you take care of your body, then all of a sudden the world opens up.
it's very similar, like what Jake and I were talking about, and that's what we'll get into our next segment is common body injuries and stuff that you see with golf swings. And then our third segment is going to be more of like the performance and how we get faster, how we do that, and it all starts within the gym, and that's the thing. And Abby, with that, you see with dry needling, all of these different things that you need that. That's what's the most important. Like, we're not running away from it here.
Mhm.
We're trying to tell people and educate people that that's what you need.
Mhm.
And I think sometimes it's like you're trying to promote like a brand or like a this or like a that, and it's like, hey, it's just simple stuff. It's like, go see them. That's all we're telling you today. So Jake, let me ask you a question. So you also work with the force plates as well as I do. Is there any measurables that are more important than the others versus like a handicapped golfer, or is there just like everybody needs to be tested?
Yeah, I would definitely say if you've never been tested, like you should get tested, especially not just on what you're doing in your golf swing on the force plates, but the force you're producing and what sequencing they're
Correct.
in.
Totally agree with that.
Even just how much vertical force you can produce on a vertical jump. Like that's one of the biggest things that you can look at in a golf swing that indicates your speed potential, or if you're swinging faster right now than your body can handle because you don't have that strength in your lower body.
Correct.
That's where you
And
end
that's
up
the
down that
thing.
train of injuries.
I think that it's the knowledge that we all have is in the golf world and in the fitness industry and taking care of people's bodies, that it's the longevity's number one, and then goals, chasing some type of carrots number two, where we always need to be able to get after it in some way. Regardless if you feel like that you need to pull up to the golf course, trunk slam it, go, whatever, you still need a way to activate your body and even recover your body day in and day out. I don't know if y'all agree with that or not, but it's okay to not go on the driving range and not warm up and whatever, drink 12 beers. I could care less. But the thing is like, you're out there, you need these people. That's the most important. So that's our whole message today, is just making sure we're doing that. Any other golf why golf fitness matters? Anybody?
I think just like a big thing also is like a lot of people want to go out there and just like bang balls like you said and work on speed training, and they're just focused on getting faster and trying to hit it right, but there's lower hanging fruit that needs to be addressed first, and at the end of the day you're not going to see many speed improvements, you're not going to see consistency until you learn your body and you learn your movement patterns and have somebody kind of explain that to you and where you need to go. So I never like to copy paste a treatment for anybody because I've never seen somebody swing a club the exact same way, so it's very much like an individualized process, and there's always things that are just part of that foundation that I guarantee could work on before you get up to those like trying to copy a professional drill from Instagram. So it's
YouTube is the greatest social media influence ever come
I totally agree
Yeah.
with it. Now those are great things. Everybody has an easy way to get to. Unfortunately, it is information overload anymore. And
Correct.
again, that's where that less is more on
Mhm.
for golf fitness for me. If it's simply just a golf professional tells you to turn more in the backswing, well, you may take that to an extreme. You may go more front bend, you may go more tilt, you may go more this, you may go more that. And that's where they're so good at their jobs, where it's like, hey, this is how you actually turn in your golf swing. Now, unfortunately, our job should be telling somebody how to do that. So instead of just saying turn in your backswing. And then you can measure it and have an exact measurement like we have at Wynn Golf Lab here, where I can know exactly how much your forces are, how much you're turning, how much everything is. And that's what this world should be, is about measuring everything.
An asterisk sign that you can track and show them numbers, show them data that they can track to know that you're getting better in the specific things that you're working on.
100%. Anything else? Golf fitness? Why it matters?
We got way too little time to be talking about this.
I totally agree.
Because we could talk about this all
This
of us.
is a loaded question.
Yeah, this is way too loaded of a question for a 20 minutes.
Totally agree. We've got 2 more segments coming up. We're going to have a message from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This segment of the Labs and Links podcast, powered by WB Golf Academy, was brought to you by our sponsor, Derek Simmons, State Farm Agency in Nolensville, Tennessee. Please call 615-283-5138.
Okay, so first segment we talked about why golf fitness matters. Second segment today, we're going to talk about common injuries that they see on a day-in-a-day basis, injuries that I see day-on-a-day basis, and then how to fix some of those. So, Jake, I would love to start with you. In a more training aspect, is there injuries that are created in the gym that are related to golf swings, or vice versa?
Definitely injuries can be created in the gym by, one, just improper form, but also improper periodization. And I think that's why, like, you finding someone who's an expert in the field of like strength and conditioning in general would help you out substantially, especially someone who understands what you need in a golf swing or what drives a golf swing, like upper body horizontal power and lower body vertical power, because you can't just be, I'm going to go do my 3 sets of 10 the entire year. You're never going to get stronger.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah. No, but you understand.
We see those guys in the gym every single day.
Yep.
And granted, some of these people are just doing that just because they need it helps them move their fit body. But if you're trying to train, please don't do that. Just please. It hurts my brain. I'm not a professional. I just know a little bit.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is actually trying to coach intensity. And it's like,
I love it.
so I do calls over Zoom. And what we do is I'll sometimes hop down and be like, hey, like, you did a 40-pound goblet squat, kettlebell goblet squat. I'm like, how hard was that? Oh, it was hard. I maybe had 2 or 3 left. I'm like, go grab it. I'm like, I know you got one. And they'll grab it and I'll be like, all right, you got to 5, do 2 more. They do 2 more. All right, do another 2. They do 2 more. So you said that you had 5 reps, but you had 2 reps in reserve? No, you had like 12 reps in reserve. You're never going to get stronger doing it that way.
So my question is that I've been having this conversation with a lot of my buddies I work out with, and we push to failure, and we have and then we go past failure with a lot of negatives, a lot of static holds and everything. And how does that correlate in your brain with like how you coach and everything when it comes to people actually pushing themselves to get past that point? I know
so a
cause
lot
injuries,
of that type of training, especially like the eccentric training, we do in the off season, like especially for our guys up north. It's like, all right, we can do our triphasic training, which is a big eccentric, isometric into concentric block. of training, but that is where you get a lot of that capacity building, right? So that type of training, really, really good to do in the off season. But if you're trying to peak your performance during the summer, trying to actually see your club head speed get faster, that's gonna be the best thing to do, is actually lower your volume, create a little bit more intensity, heavier weight, but not going all the way to failure, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can still do it because we're still young, but telling a 70-year-old guy to go to failure, not a good idea.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared to see that.
Yeah, because then that's when obviously Abby comes in and some guy hurts their back because they hurt it squatting, which happens, occasionally happens, sometimes core controls it, but they come see you, get the back right, and then you can actually teach them or see what some of their lower hanging fruit may be besides their big movement groups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree with that. Abby, what's like the biggest problem that people come to you with? Is it a certain body part? Is it a certain, like, could we work on their brain? Could we
Do you do lobotomies? 'Cause
I'm
I'm sure my
a lot
girlfriend would
richer if
love
I did
that.
lobotomy. Yeah,
I
right.
would love for people to have some type of brain training at physical therapy, because
Yes.
that would help my job.
Yes.
Do
But-
LinkedIn games count when you're doing that? Like little brain games, right?
Right. Some different
Tic-tac-toe.
critical thinking exercises.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my point being is like, do you see one injury that's more relevant than, or you see more of, or are
Mhm.
they all there?
Definitely everything's there. I've seen kind of a little bit of everything. Like, somebody could come in with any body region. I think the biggest thing for golfers specifically is low back pain, especially if it's a right-handed golfer, right side low back pain after a round, after a tournament, vice versa if they're left-handed, left side low back pain. And there's varying reasons for everybody. It's dangerous to get into a one mindset of this is what's got to be wrong. If they have right-sided low back pain, we have to do our due diligence with, crossing
Test
all the
and
T's,
screening,
dotting all the
that's-
I's,
yeah.
do all the screening. A lot of the time, some of the most common causes that I see are, one, a lack of lead hip internal rotation, so they're not able to necessarily clear the hips and rotate through the swing, and then they end up really extending, and then they come up and they're just loading their spine in a way that's not supposed to
I
be
gotcha.
loaded repetitively. The other thing is really poor core control and deceleration. So as you're accelerating through the ball, if you're not able to control the movement, then
By the way,
it's
we're going
again
to
a
talk
lot.
about acceleration, deceleration, and your speed training performance. So just
Mhm.
wait.
Yes, so just wait for that. But if you can't control it, then that's a lot on your back as well. So kind of the lack of core control. And then the final piece to that is either just like tight muscles, or if you have a lack of thoracic spine rotation. So like lack of hip or thoracic spine rotation. The next joint closest to that in the middle is your lumbar spine. And it has a little bit of relative rotation, but not as much as these joints have naturally. So if those aren't moving the way that they're supposed to, then the low back tries to compensate for that and then ends up giving people pain. So long story short, there could be other reasons, but those are the main three that I see.
Gotcha. How would you go about treating like a low back pain or anything like that?
Mhm. So, of course, depending upon the person's issue and kind of how advanced they are in golf, how advanced they are in the weight room, etc., working on joint mobility, making sure that everything's moving the way it's supposed to do, making sure that the tissues are nice and calm, whether that's cupping, dry needling, loosening things up at a deeper level, retraining the nervous system. So get them moving well and then going to load it. So doing rotational base lifts, doing vertical lifts, because all those forces are necessary in the golf swing, and just getting them stronger and teaching them how to activate certain muscle groups at certain points when they need to. So it's all a balance of the performance pyramid of mobility, strength, like it kind of all goes back to that. So making sure that they're feeling good, moving well, and can support themselves.
Are there parts of the body that are take a little bit more recovery when you do dry needle, or do you see other body parts recover faster, or?
Mhm. It's really dependent on how irritable the tissue is, how severe the pain is, and how long they've been in pain. So if this is something that they've been dealing with for 10 years, good chances are the nervous system's going to be a bit more involved. They might have some central sensitization, which just means that their kind of nervous system is used to being in pain, so it's harder to get rid of. I would say that sometimes guys who have really locked up hips can take a little bit to get in there, loosen up the muscles around it, loosen up the joint, and then once it goes, and we can start making progress with it. But that one can take a little bit of time, but again, just depending on the person and a lot of other factors when dealing with pain science.
I know for me, when I'd have dry needling done in my neck or my calves probably take the longest to recover. It's 2 or 3 days.
Before you feel.
But then, like other spots in my back, or even my knees or anything like that, it's pretty much instant. Like it's instant recovery. I think sometimes people could be like, oh gosh, I don't want a needle in me and I don't want somebody pushing it around, but really after a while you just don't feel it, and it's okay. Like they'll tell you to breathe or do whatever. Like there's ways to get around. Again, we need brain training, folks. But having injuries and injury prevention and being able to treat it the right way is the most important.
For sure. And just the lasting soreness, for example, like in your calf, could be there's just a little bit more tension in there. Just the
It's too
tissue
much
is
muscle.
different. So much muscle.
Yeah.
It just is hard.
I'm
to
used to that
recover.
on live.
Yeah.
Jake, I got a question for you. So when you see an injury, would you relate that to somebody's lower body lack of use, or would you relate that to more of like an ankle or a foot problem? Or would you work that from kind of the ground up?
Yeah, probably the ground up. Obviously, if you don't have a swing video, that's the hardest part to diagnose.
100%.
So being able to look at a swing video, you can be like, all right, like you can show them you are standing up in your swing. Like you have no rotational force. Like this is a problem. There's nowhere for your body to slow down.
Correct.
Right? And like you said, we'll talk in the acceleration and deceleration later, but definitely you want to start like looking at the ground up. Like especially some of the older guys I know we mentioned earlier, talking about like ankle mobility, but especially their hip mobility. I mean, hip mobility is going to be the driver of your golf swing. That's how you use your lower body in general. So that's the hardest part. If they don't have hip mobility, they have no main driver through the ground. So that's where their upper body starts working harder, and that's where you start to see more low back pain, common causes, some hip mobility issues if they don't have anything else wrong, and then especially thoracic spine tightness or shoulder tightness that can lead to elbow issues, right? Golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, which I'm sure all three of us have dealt with before, right?
Well,
I think that the thing is just understanding and then identifying the problem. That's, again, less is more, right? So somebody comes to you, Abby, and you're like, okay, this could be here, this could be here, this could be here, this could be here. I've heard people do that. I know that's what they don't do. Like, that's the thing that's the most important. Sorry, John, I'm going to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I forgot what I was saying anyway.
I got a question for you, Jake. So, top 3 golf injuries that you would see.
Oh, definitely. Like Abby said, low back, elbows, and then the third one can be a mix of anything depending on your population, right? So for some older guys, I see a ton of shoulder issues.
I got you.
Because, I mean, you get to 50, 60 years old, if you haven't had a shoulder issue yet, it's likely coming, right? We wear our rotator cuffs down as we age. But some of the younger guys, it can be some weird stuff like neck issues, knee issues, obviously, if you've had a previous injury history, but definitely the main two is like elbow and back is what you see a lot of.
I had a guy, so I've done shoulders, knees, back problems, hip replacements. I've seen it all. It only bothered me one time. I had a guy show up for his lesson. He had 50 staples and a catheter. And he says, I'm ready to play golf. And I'm like, buddy, we're going to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
So we did. We started hitting some, but we just took it nice and easy. But like everything is, I mean, you can pretty much not just teach around, but making sure that those body parts are active and working and activated first.
Definitely. Yeah.
Any other injuries and stuff that you see?
A lot of stuff. I see people with wrist mobility issues, fusions from their ankles that never got fully taken care of, so we're trying to mobilize their ankles that haven't moved in years, neck pain, shoulder pain, honestly anything. Yeah, all kinds
Yeah,
of
that's the thing,
It's a
right? And fun.
multi-planar sport.
Yeah,
Right?
it
So
is
it could be
everything.
anywhere. It could be anywhere.
Especially for guys that are sitting at desk all day, and then they're
The
sitting there
necks.
hunched over like this, and all of a sudden
Right.
their neck, thoracic spine gets tight, then that compounds the whole chart change. A lot of people don't understand. Is that everything is connected. So
Yeah, and that's the thing that's most important is find somebody for you. Like the thing is like, yes, we have over 100 years of experience here just sitting here, but you don't have all the answers. Like you can go find somebody that has it, you know? That's the thing. We're just trying to help everybody.
I'm just some Joe Schmo that he picked off the street last week.
He's like family to me. So we keep him around.
You look fit. You look fit.
He is
Yeah.
fit. He's got his water right down here somewhere. Yep, there it is.
And by the way, guys, I'm sure you probably see me taking sips of this. This is not a high noon or anything. It's an energy drink. Don't get it mixed up. As I know some people are probably watching this thinking, is he drinking on his
I'm
podcast?
very suspicious.
Yeah,
Talking about
after-
fitness.
Hey,
We do have sponsors and we'll continue to take sponsors. So if High
What
Noon
is
wants to
that?
sponsor
Uptime. Not
Okay.
sponsored ad,
Not
but
sponsored.
if you want to sponsor it, come on.
Caffeine.
come
Clean
get it. We got
caffeine.
them all.
Yeah.
Anybody want to add anything to injuries?
What's the worst injury you've had?
Me?
Ooh.
I guess you could say
That's very
previous
interesting.
career and
so
now
I've
career.
got knee and hip was probably my worst. I broke my elbow in high school basketball, dunked basketball, believe it or not, and broke my elbow here.
There was no video evidence, so we don't believe
That's
it.
a long time
You
ago.
see the video.
We didn't have videos back then. No, I'm just kidding. Also broke my ankle playing basketball. This knee and this hip. Me being a left-handed golfer, this has really never been a problem. Sometimes I don't always like to load into my trail side. John and I have over 190 miles an hour ball speed, so like the body has to be going. It has to be doing something right.
My body hurts. I'm old.
Well, we'll wrap this up for segment 2. We'll come back after our sponsors here. We'll get to segment 3.
This segment of the Labs and Links podcast, powered by WB Golf Academy, was brought to you by our sponsor, Derek Simmons, State Farm Agency in Nolensville, Tennessee. Please call 615-283-5138.
Welcome back to the Lab and Links podcast, powered by WB Golf Academy. This is segment 3, so we wanted to talk about making sure that we send people great advice about training, performance, how to get faster, everything that you see. Now, I would love to start with John. If you had one exercise in the gym that would help you with your golf game, what would it be?
It depends on what the weaknesses are.
I got you.
These like a lot of people don't understand what we talked about. There's multiple different forces that we're using. If we're vertical force, probably hex bar deadlifts,
Okay.
and because we can use that, incorporate do that squat jumps with that too.
I got you.
To actually use explosive, and since a lot of people are worried about loading their spine and they don't know how to properly do all these lifts, that's probably one of the basics where I'm not a professional, so I don't know, but that's where I would start with. And then either for upper body, it'd be incline bench press, and then just lat, and then either lat pull downs or just pull ups. Simple.
I got you. So when you come to Wynn Golf Lab, we have a performance assessment. Abby does an assessment too when you have somebody come see her. So does Jake. They have definitely a performance assessment every time. Again, that's what we're trying to do, is get to the root of the problem. So in the forces world, when I put somebody on the Smart to Move plate here at Wynn Golf Lab, we can measure lateral force, we can measure AP force, which is your rotational force, and we can also measure your vertical force. So I want everybody to come in here and be able to be tested, number one. And then number two, we look at that and then devise a plan from there. We don't just look at your golf swing and say, hey, this is what you should do. I want you to know exactly what you do. And I think that that's more important with what y'all do, for sure. And number one, we're not guessing on anything. That's the most important thing, is you come to us. Maybe if you come from Knoxville and you come down here in Nolensville, Tennessee, or we do vice versa, we know what we're talking about. That's the most important. Abby, if there was a force that would be most important to you in the golf fitness world, what would it be?
I mean, I think rotational force is what everybody gravitates towards. You obviously have to know how to rotate. It's a rotational sport. So I think training that and making sure that people know how to stay forceful in rotation. A to P force is really difficult for people, I think. Like getting the
Totally
pelvic
agree.
rotation, I think that's the hardest one to learn.
I think that's one of the ones that people do not know what it is. So for those out here who don't know any forces, so you use 3 forces in your swing. One's a lateral, one's an AP, one's a vertical. Already said that. I'm gonna say it over and over and over because people need to know it. Not just, okay, this is what your grip does, this is what your club face does, this is what you do. Go get these sticks, swing faster. Drives me insane. So this Wynn Golf Lab is built for 225 miles an hour. We use it day in and day out. 206 miles an hour is the record. I start with, if I was gonna build somebody with speed, I go contact number 1. I think that's the most important. You'll agree with that for golf. Then I add speed, ball speed goals to your 60-degree wedge, your pitching wedge, your 8-iron, your 6-iron, your 3-wood, if you have one anymore, people don't have to hit them anymore. I shouldn't hit one. So, and then lastly, your driver. I'm not asking you to go after you take a lesson at Wynn Golf Lab and you hit 1,000 drivers every day. Because if you have that enough time to go hit 1,000 drivers every day, because I know how long it takes to hit 110 once a week, you need to go see them. Point blank and period. Because clearly you have too much time on your hands.
I want your job, whatever that is. This is amazing. Be able to hit 1,000 drivers a day. Come on, but then you really need to go see them.
Keeps us in business. Keeps us in business.
100%.
Do it, actually,
Please go
do
see
it.
them.
Something's gonna be broken down, and that's the thing with speed. We're not just talking like you need to be crazy speed. What I tell people is we're creating a 7th and 8th gear on your golf swing. And if everybody doesn't know it, you create power mass times velocity. So if you think that you can just go and swing sticks and you get faster, good luck, because you're going to go see her right after that, for sure. Something's going to break down. And then you need to go see him to put some strength on that body of yours. So again, I deal with Ferraris all day long. I tell people, you walk in here, you get to see more technology than anybody's ever thought of, and this place is kind of intimidating. But at the end of the day, we're making sure that, again, to create power, it's mass times velocity, period. So we need the strength aspect. We need the making sure that we've got the speed going, making sure we've got your body running, and that's the most important. You want to add anything to that? I hate talking about this, but that's what I talk about all day long.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is have a plan in the gym. Because if you just go to the gym and you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go squat today, I'm gonna go bench today, you don't have any plan actually what you're trying to accomplish, how you're getting stronger, right?
And would you agree? There's different forms of gaining strength too.
100%.
Because
yeah.
people don't know this. Like, I have a deep passion for bodybuilding lifts. I love them. I know a lot of guys do, but I also know that there's a time and place for it, because you can overdo it very easily. Like if I work out a certain way with my chest for a month and a half straight, my backswing changes completely. My arms lift, everything changes. People don't understand that. Just because you're gaining size doesn't mean you're gaining strength in the right ways, especially for golf. If you're trying to produce more speed, you need to see him, because you need to see the exact way of training that speed, because a lot of people don't understand that.
That's where your periodization, programming, and dosage matter honestly more than the lift. I think like
That's
that
exactly
is
right.
the better thing to focus on, to make sure that you have right, to make sure that you're seeing the professionals to tell you exactly what you need, because if you don't have the dosage right or the programming right, then it's just you're not going to get the results from it.
Yeah.
So.
Or if you don't even know why you're doing it. I
Right,
know we
yes,
spent
ma'am.
a long time earlier talking about what's the point of all this, but why the heck am I doing a back squat? Like, what's that going to do for my golf swing, right?
I have people that come in here, I wish somebody would ask me, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
People go to the gym that have people that I teach.
I'm the
they're like,
only one to ask you those
I
questions.
know, it drives me insane. Like, I know what I'm talking about. But people go to the gym and they're like, I just love working out because this person tells me to. It's easy. And I'm like, shouldn't you know why you're doing this? Shouldn't you know exactly? Because you know, I hope you know where your kids are at or something, you know?
But also a lot of those people, when they do that, they're not caring. They're just getting there to move their body, make themselves feel better, which is awesome. I want people to move their bodies. Like everyone I see in the gym, like every January, we all know and see this every single year. At least if you go to the gym consistently, you know January is your least favorite month. You know it, because you get the same people you saw the last 3 years come join the gym, and they're gone by Valentine's Day. Or for this past year, the snow and ice storm here, once that came, they were gone. But like, if you please next year stick with it, because like I want everyone to be fit. Don't take this in a negative way. Like you guys, just ask for help. It's as simple as like, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but it's simple as like, if you are going for a PR on something, like I had a kid that I literally saved his life last week because he dropped 135 pounds in his chest. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? He's like, well, I've done it once before, like a couple of years ago. I'm like, when's the last time you lifted, buddy? He's like, a couple of years ago. I'm like, yeah, well, unless you're doing a blue collar manual labor job, you're not going to retain that strength. Like, it's okay to ask for help. Always ask for help, for a spa or anything. Don't hurt. That's how you get hurt, and you have to always get more help. So just start with the little baby steps. Go see them, I need professionals that can help you out, because that's where you start building a team around you. Like when I was playing pro golf, my thing was I wanted a team around me. I had a coach, a swing coach, physical therapist, everything. Like from top to bottom. Like I knew that's the only way to be successful. Granted, it didn't happen at that time. Life happens. It's awesome, but like from my personal experience, it's the same thing. Like as I've transitioned out of playing professional golf into where I'm at now in life, this is where I've still kept everything the same for the most part, because like, yes, I've taken my learning experiences of what that happened, but now I can translate to explain that to like everyone else. Like, hey, you need to see professionals like them, because if you want to have longevity in your life, if you want to be able to play outside with your kids and play golf in your 40s and 50s, and not be like, why was I so good in my 20s and then all of a sudden my 40s, I've lost 60 yards of distance. Oh, it's pretty precarious, because like you just don't really think about the fact that maybe I just stopped caring about my body, because we abuse it so much at a younger age, and not thinking we have to care about recovery. Biggest thing I'm seeing in like sports now is like kids in high school are doing the stuff that I learned when I was in college. I'm like, oh, wish I would have known that in high school, because then all of a sudden all these problems wouldn't have kept translating.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. Biggest part about it is like having someone that holds you accountable as well. That is one of the hardest things that I see is, if you're already accountable, you're already going to the gym, great, right? Ask for some help, like you said. You'll get so much better, so much quicker. If you're not going to the gym, and you don't have anyone, you don't know at all what you're doing, you want to gain speed, or you want to just play golf again at a healthy level, find someone to help you. Like, that's the biggest thing. Whether it's either of us, whether it's someone in your local town, like find someone to help you in your fitness journey, especially focusing on mobility and strength. That does wonders for a ton of people who can't move or just aren't that strong.
And making sure everyone's form is right and doing the right things so that you're not going to get hurt. But I don't want people to come to me so I can tell you what you're doing wrong. I want to tell you what you're doing right and encourage you and be like, yes, you're moving. That's amazing. Like, let's push to go further, and just make sure that, yes, you're doing things correctly so that you're not going to get hurt, and that you're making the proper strides forward, but also kind of celebrating that with you and being a support system.
Well, you're gonna have a question for both of you. Do you have, if a new client comes in, do you have like a absolute perfect recipe for what plan they should be on all the time?
No, because you're going to see them one time.
That's what I wanted to hear.
With an assessment, yeah.
With an assessment, yeah, you won't know,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Assessment,
Well,
here is your pyramid.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Well, with an
definitely.
assessment, you get a direction, but then, seeing a person for an hour doesn't give you the full picture either, and that's an hour on a good day or a bad day. So you have to kind of grow with them and be able to adjust easily. And
So what you're telling me, there's
Yeah.
no recipe for one person?
no,
Never.
no, there's not a recipe for
Exactly.
anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the things that you see on Instagram, YouTube, that are just things that may help you
Just
or may lead
ideas.
you down a rabbit hole. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
And we all have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just normal, because like we get bored, we sit there, like I've done it at work before. Like, you get there bored, and you see this video, and you start scrolling, you start watching, and all of a sudden you see this guy doing this golf swing tip, and you're like, would that work for me? And then all of a sudden I've got 17 messages from some of my friends, and I'm like, explain this to me, like why this is happening. I'm like, I really don't have the time or place to be able to tell you these things, because it's not going to be correlated to you. Like, if I'm like wanting to help them, like with knowledge that I have, I'm going to tell them the facts about what's going to help them. Like, I can help them understand like what they're trying to do, but like we talk about feel versus real is completely out of like opposites. Like, especially with like lifting, like I feel like I got full depth there in my squat, and you really only got quarter depth. Like, there's a big difference. It's just all like perception of everything. And also, only thing I wanted to say was like I know I've been on so many different tangents recently, but like going to see people like this, like they will help your mental health more than anything. And like I am a big advocate for that, because we've all had rough times in our life. And please, like, you don't understand, like, when it comes to working out and expressing yourself, the endorphins that you get and the positivity of growing a team around you, or that people that will truly care about you, all of a sudden something will happen like that, like a light will switch, and you're like, oh, I can do this. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, there's confidence in anything. I mean, people chase carrots, and this world's full of them. And unfortunately, some people are just not confident enough to go after something and be
Be a rabbit.
some people just hate coming in here, and it drives me insane because this is my love. It's my passion. So if I was gonna tell somebody one thing in performance would be get in the gym first.
Get professional help first before you go to the gym to make sure
If
you're
I had
doing
one
it
tip
correctly.
For everybody that I see, it would be get in the gym. Because if you start in the gym and if you're lifting 5 pounds or you're lifting 7,000 pounds, I don't care. As long as you're there, you're going to find somebody that can help you. That's the most important.
And you'd be surprised in who you meet along the way, and the doors that will open for you, and just the community that you start to build around.
For sure.
Because a lot of people are scared by gyms when they go there because it's a nerve-wracking place. Like, I've been there, we've all been there, when you go to a new gym and you're like, it's very intimidating, and then you're like, well, this person probably judged me, when in reality, the biggest guy in the gym is probably a freaking teddy bear. He's one of the nicest guys in the world. He's listening to Taylor Swift while he's deadlifting 600 pounds.
And he thinks he's lifting light too. He's
Yeah.
embarrassed also.
100%. Like, because like what I like my definition of light versus Joe Schmo down the road, like his definition of light is completely different. Everyone's it's just perception of everything. So like, don't be scared to try something new. Don't be scared to ask for help, and always know that like when you get a performance assessment, it's just the baseline of where you're at that day, and knowing that like I've been in here where like my body's felt like crap that day, and I've been slow, and then literally the next day I could come in here and I'd be the fastest I've ever been. It's because I didn't take care of my body, I didn't eat right, didn't sleep right the night before. A lot of things add up into it. And people don't see how like little things compound over time. And when you start stacking days, all of a sudden you have a Zoom call with him. He's like, oh my gosh, like we've increased your strength by 50 pounds on your lifts in the last 5 months, and it's just because you've been stacking days and taking time, like understanding like golf instruction, physical fitness, everything. It takes time to stack days. Like Scotty Scheffler has been doing the same thing for the last 12 years with his coach, 15 years, 20 years, however long it's been. And they still work on the exact same thing.
The one thing about that too is people don't realize, hey, I can go be amazing on the golf course without seeing these two people. That is not true anymore. And people believe it. That's the sad thing. I see it all day long. Hey, I'm gonna come for my lesson, and they go, are you gonna go to the gym or not? No, I gotta go eat dinner with my family, which is totally fine. But again, it's where your priorities are at. So it's like, again, I can't break 125. Well, that's on you, buddy. That's not on us.
It's like band-aiding. Like that's all golf instructors do can do at that point. Is like they can get you to swing faster in here, but they're realistically just band-aiding it to where you get out there, you're maybe a couple mile an hour faster, so you feel a little bit better about yourself, until you actually get the wake up moment and realize like I've gained 40 pounds since I was in the last 10 years, and knowing that that's the root cause of why I can't do the things I used to be able to do, and like that's why my body's hurting and I can't perform.
And a big thing for me is I think that like our goal is to make sure that, yes, we're not going to coach your golf swing. I don't know how to coach your golf technique in the swing. However, I will coach your body to make sure that you have the mobility and the strength and everything to achieve what your golf coach is going to ask of you. So building that foundation so that you can be more successful with coaching, and then vice versa. Again, it's all about the team that's around you.
Do you have like a couple of like performance tips for people if they were gonna just say, hey, I need to be faster, I need to be better, I need to be more mobile, I need to be more stable? What would it be?
So, I mean, again, like depending upon the person and what they are wanting to achieve, mobility, stability, whatever, I think that starting with increasing strength and mobility as your baseline is always great. And then the difference between mobility and flexibility, I know that's something that we talk about a lot, and it's not about how limber can I be, like how far can I stretch. That's not really what we care about. There's actually, that becomes a problem if you get too far there. So don't think like, wow, I'm so flexible, I must be great at golf. No, that's probably not the case. But so, you know, looking at the stretch shortening cycle of the muscles and making sure that you can be elastic and create the strength and stability there. So I think making sure that your joints are healthy and mobile, you can move right without pain, and then just having a lot of baseline strength. I don't think there becomes a point where you're too strong. So
Are there people in like the fitness world that you look up to, that you've like that have been like your mentor, or that like with the jobs and the people that you train that have like brought you around to like training?
Yeah, definitely. When I was in high school, it was my strength and conditioning coach in high school was the first one. I was like, dang, like this is awesome. Like you're getting to teach all these kids how to lift. I got a lot stronger in high school, but as I got older, it was definitely just diving into the literature. Like I became obsessed with like, how do I get better, right? So looking at guys like Cal Dietz, who came up with the triphasic training, and then continuing to progress into where I'm at now, where I get to see our CEO, Chris, go around the country teaching TPI, like different TPI classes. And I'm like, this guy interviewed me. I'm like, he wanted me to work here. And I'm like, this is freaking awesome, right? So I'm like getting to see him, getting to go into our facility and look at all our physical therapists. Like I look up to everyone I work with because we all have a different niche that we're so good at, but we all have the same direction in mind. Like we're trying to push the performance of what golf can be, right? And when you can look at that from a healthy standpoint, and then you get people to move better, and it's fantastic because I meet guys like you. And now I'm like, hey, like I have a guy in Nashville that I'm coaching who needs a swing coach. Like he moves really well, but he needs to understand how to apply force better.
Yeah.
I'm like, go see my guy Wynn. Like
for sure.
you're there already.
Yeah.
So
That's
getting
the
to
thing
branch
is-
out in this field is so huge.
Yeah, meeting people, and this Wynn Golf Lab's for family. And whether you bring your family here or we create a new family, that's totally fine with me. I'm open to it. So I totally appreciate you all coming down here. Last thing, are there goals that you're working for towards working wise or golf wise, or yes, they're husband and wife, by the way, I forgot to say that. So is it
You should have
family
mentioned
life
that early on.
or
Yeah.
anything going forward that y'all are trying to accomplish in the next year, 5 years, whatever?
I think just continuing to like grow together in this field and help as many people as we can. I know that my company, Onward Physical Therapy, is getting bigger and bigger, and we push a very fitness forward movement. So I'm really honored to be a part of that. And we're opening a new clinic in Farragut near Knoxville, which will be great. And having that kind of be like the golf clinic and get a lot of golfers in, and just kind of make sure that everyone's feeling well and get better at golf myself and take a little bit of my own advice, some things like that. So yeah, continue to work together and get stronger. I'm trying to get into running a little bit more recently because I've never really ran before.
Don't
I was
do
a
that.
swimmer
That's-
growing up. I was a swimmer,
I was a swimmer
so
growing up too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the cardiovascular endurance is there, but it's a little bit different. So doing that just to push myself and teach myself, like, this is really hard for me, but I tell people to do things in the weight room that are hard for them all day. And so it's the same thing. Like, I feel like I have to step out of my comfort zone. as well.
Totally.
It's
That's
just so
what-
hard to take your own advice.
It's terrible.
That's the thing. We're not up here just preaching like
Right.
what it should do.
Yeah.
We live it. Like that's
Correct.
the thing. Speed training, I do it. I hit 110 drivers every week. Like, go ahead and do that. It's pretty fast, dude. Some days.
I'm kidding.
Some days.
Some days.
Jake, same thing. Is like, where are you at? Where are you going? Like, what's all this leading to? Is it 100 Wynn Golf Lab locations all over the country?
It might be, but I currently, I mentioned earlier, Chris Finn, I currently work at P4S Golf. I've been a coach there for a couple years now, and just, I always love to help people. And it's like, I love fitness. I love golf, like, especially over these last 5 or 6 years. So continue to help as many guys as I can, guys and gals. I do coach a couple females too. So continue to help them further their golf performance, whether it's a pain-free standpoint, a performance standpoint, whether that's consistency or speed, but continue to connect with people. I think that's been one of the coolest things about this field. I got some of my guys that I talk to every single day, people that I work with, live all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's been fantastic to see different minds that I get to talk with every day and grow mine. I love the golf swing and the nature of the golf swing and how performance can impact it. But some of the people I coach with love like the body and how the body impacts that, right? But definitely us two being in the same field helps. We actually have something to talk about every day. We get to bounce ideas off of each other. We get to go play golf together. And it's probably going to be in our future to do something together like that, but we have no idea what that would look
That's
like.
okay, as long
Definitely
as
a
you do.
long-term goal, yeah.
Yeah.
to
He
start
did
something
amazing in
together.
his performance assessment
Yeah,
today, though.
it's pretty good.
I
He's
did
very
amazing,
coachable.
although
Yeah.
lateral force. Gotta get that going.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay. As males, it's hard at
Yeah.
first because we don't
Yeah.
we like to go up. We don't like to go that way.
Got a lot of upper body strength we can deliver in the club, right?
That's awesome. I think you hit it like 10 more miles an hour faster though.
I think I did. Which gotta get the big stick out here one of these days.
Yeah,
and see what
we can do that. We
Yeah.
can do that. We can hit that thing 400 yards if we want.
How about you? What's your next goal?
It's interesting. So teach right now. We've got John and I have this kind of hobby of doing this podcast now that everybody wants to be on, and I totally appreciate y'all coming down here and being on.
This has been so much fun.
Like this being episode 2, and I know it's taking us a longer time. Next, we're gonna have another guy who's from Knoxville. He's in the golf club side of things. So again, it's all golf all the time for me, especially. And with this new business, it's I have people coming from all across the country to just come here, and it's a blessing to have people, and it's a blessing to welcome y'all to our Wynn Golf Lab family, and we appreciate y'all. You're more than welcome to come anytime.
It was great to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it.
I mean,
John?
well,
You done for today, or you got another tangent for me?
oh man, I could go.
You can go on.
How much time you
He's
got?
caffeinated.
Well, we gotta get them
He
back
is
home.
caffeinated.
Yeah,
He's caffeinated.
I did get a little cracked out. Hey, if y'all want clean energy, uptime energy, sponsor us. We just send us free stuff.
We
please.
have plenty of them. We need more sponsors.
Yeah. Send it to me.
The groups and the
We could get him green for Augusta and everything.
Yeah, I mean-
that'd be awesome.
Perfect.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Again, I appreciate y'all coming
Yes,
down
sir.
here.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to come. Hopefully, sometime we take Lab and Links to Knoxville.
That'd be great.
We can do a podcast up there if I can
Mhm.
get him, find him a place to stay.
Yeah.
He has to sleep 12 hours a day, so.
I sleep like 4 to 6 hours a night right now. It's not good.
My
What
device-
does that whoop score
It's
look
not
like?
too
Nobody
bad.
can talk about
Look at the move, yeah.
My
I
device
haven't
is
had-
set on sleep.
I haven't had air conditioning for a month in my
Oh
place,
my
so let's
God.
not talk about it.
Oh,
my
man.
I
God.
don't have no time for that conversation. So
We appreciate
we
y'all
it.
coming. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you at episode 3. Thank you, Abby and Jake, coming out here today.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
Of course.